Hey guys, I'm Lenny, and it's been a while, like a year. Yeah, like a year. I've decided to start recording again, just for fun. And I've picked up WoW. Can you see this Congo line of people? They are all bots. They are not people. Well, they actually are people, but they are not really there. They are AFK, and I was actually surprised that there are less bots on private servers than there are on retail servers. I guess there are more people in retail. I don't know actually why is that. So I'm just gonna follow them around and see what they do. They actually have pretty funny path they follow. Like they are moving from side to side sometimes. Even they don't really have to. Especially around like this part or this part. I'm gonna show you what I mean. You can distinguish them from other players pretty easily. Well, the point of this video is actually me talking about why I'm actually recording again and what brought me to WoW. So we used to play on Molten, which is a private server, very well known, but it kinda sucks, and they moved from paying only for a certain gear to really pay to win style. And when Mists of Pandaria came to that server, I just quit, as it takes a long time for them to actually script at least a few instances, and it's not worth the time. I remember that it took them like 2 years to get at least some of the kata working, and that's not really what I want to do. So I picked up retail, and I was very, very surprised how good the game is actually, how everything actually works. That's mainly the reason why I sticked around, and I'm really enjoying myself right now. I really like the game, and it kinda reignited my passion for games. I'm playing a Gladiator warrior. I play both PvE and PvP. My PvE gear is better than my PvP gear, but I'm gonna do more PvP when my friend matches my gear. Well, he's actually still leveling. We are leveling together in the Refer a Friend program, which is pretty cool thing, cause it's like super huge amount of extra experience. Oh, come on. Wow, this is really annoying. Seriously? Well, this happens when bots fuck up. Yeah. Just WTF. So back to me recording. The reason why I actually started recording back then was to practice my English, and kinda, well, the biggest focus was just to talk more. I don't really talk in real life as well, so I wanted to work on that, and I kinda stopped talking again, so I'm back at recording, just to force myself to speak at least a little. I am in a guild where sometimes I have to talk, but that's very rare. When I started playing, I joined some random guild, and we actually tried to raid, but it was horrible. People were dying everywhere, just failing at everything. I'm not saying I'm good at stuff, but after a 1 or 2 tries on a certain boss, I just know what to do, or I know what to avoid. Even if I didn't read the tactics, which I actually do. But some people couldn't learn after 4 hours of wiping, and that's when I listened to my new friend, who kinda pulled me away from the guild. Yeah, you can see they are just taking very weird routes. I don't know why nobody cares about that. Maybe they do care, but every day in the morning, BGs are filled with bots. This is actually kind of low amount of bots. I've seen like most of the BG filled with bots for the 40-man. Last time I actually asked about who's there and who's playing, and we had like 3 people who responded and the rest was just AFK botting. The funny thing is that the other team had so many bots as well, so we were pretty much watching like NPCs clash. And sometimes, well, on average, bots are smarter than average player, as they can actually capture objectives and do stuff. Sometimes they fuck up, but mostly they are pretty good. So it's not that big of a deal, but it can be pretty annoying if they fuck up, and you cannot have, well, the same thing happens with humans, so. Alright, this seems to be going pretty well. Come on, bots. Wow, that's... Ah, nice. Some people tried to report bots, but it's not really worth it, as they get like 72 hours ban. I might be wrong, but that's what I found on the forums, and I don't think that's really worth my time to report all those single people. There should be some way to avoid or stop people from botting. Of course you can report them and they will probably get banned, but it's not worth my time, especially when there are so many in a single BG. I like to play and not spend most of my time reporting stuff. In my PvE guild, we've been clearing high mall, normal. We have managed to clear the whole thing. We actually got into heroic and managed to clear 6-7. They killed the last boss as well, but I wasn't in the raid. So things are going pretty well. I'm still gearing up though. My first guild kinda slowed me down. Well, actually, I did the mistake of not leaving immediately when I saw them fail. I tried to help them somehow, like work with their officers. I actually became an officer there, but it wasn't really going well. I don't really regret that, so I met someone who really like forced me into talking just by being on TeamSpeak, and that's pretty cool. I really need to talk more. Just anything, random things, because in time I just stop talking and enclose myself from the reality, and that's not a good thing. Damn, die. I got some basic PvP gear. I'm missing few pieces. I got no conquest points whatsoever, so I haven't bought any of the better gear. So I got like few of the primal combatants. Some of them are like 600. Like, yeah, this one 600, 606 PvE gear. But it's good enough for BGs, I guess. More bots, okay. So they are actually taking these weird routes around, which kinda shows they are bots. They don't usually respond if you talk to them, and if you need them to focus on a certain objectives, well, yeah, not gonna happen. I wish they actually implemented something that would read the chat and kind of figured out, like you could actually control the bots. I know it's possible, but it's not really necessary for anyone to have that. Oh, come on. Wow, that was really weak. Alright, he's probably gonna follow me, yeah. So I'm gonna fear him and try to... Wow, I don't really have anywhere to run. I can run here. More bots. Yeah, and I'm dead. Well, yeah, that's what I was talking about. They just kept that graveyard and ran away for some reason. No clue why. They might be like going back for this graveyard. I guess so. I've actually looked up how the bot works. It's an auto IT script or auto it script, and just reading your screen. You use some macros for it and do well. On average, it just does the work and farms honor for you. Not sure if it's really necessary for people to do that, as you can get honor pretty fast. And after a while you actually are kept on honor. There is not much to spend your honor on. And people actually have been asking in the chat what to do with extra honor. On the other hand, conquest points are fun to cap right now, because you need to do arenas. Well, you don't have to, but the fastest way is to do arenas until a certain point. Ah, come on. Then, wow, a lot of health. Oh, he's in protection. Hello there. Yeah, this guy's gonna rape me. But then you need to do like Ashran PvP, and right now they merged realms. As such, Horde gets to play with Italian realms or Italian players, but they kind of suck. Well, they really suck, and they don't really PvP. So today I queued up for Ashran. I got in like in 5 minutes, which was pretty long time given it's like 5 AM. But what do you know, there's no one in Ashran. Like literally, I was the only one in Ashran, and against me at the doors, at the gates, there's like 50 alliance, and it was pretty confusing. I had no idea what's going on, because yeah, am I not seeing other players or what the... And the alliance just stormed through and killed me. Then I asked about it in the general chat, and someone responded to me that it's thanks to the merge of realms, and I hope that's gonna get fixed soon or balanced, because it's not really worth going to Ashran right now. Maybe it's just a bad time, but it was pretty annoying. So I guess this kind of wraps up what I meant to say. I'll try to speak more and continue with these. I'll probably record some PvE as well. Yeah, I should do that. See you around.